Hi and welcome to this week's edition of Ref Lounge. I'm not going to harp on, we've got so much to talk about after this weekend. So we're going to start off with Keith automatically text me, as you can imagine, on several incidents yesterday. So we're going to start Anthony Taylor at Tottenham versus Chelsea. Now you've mentioned about the first 30 minutes and how good Anthony Taylor did.
He allowed the game to flow. And it didn't overly interfere. But you know then there's going to be a key moment.
Yeah.
And how you deal with that key moment is a no-brainer. You've really got to then show your authority and be strict. There was a challenge on the goalkeeper. We've not got the clip, but effectively it was reckless. And it should have had a yellow card.
Okay.
It didn't do that. And then shortly afterwards, he takes another risk because he's confident the game's going okay, this is easy.
Yeah.
And Dele Alli's brought to the ground and there's a kerfuffle. He sees it.
Is he brought to the ground now? Because he seems to jump up on top of the player.
Well,
they both fall down, there's a friendly hand put out, game's going on, and then Ali reacts.
Well, you know when there's players on the ground, that's the point at which you're going to get potential mass confrontation. I'm not saying this after the event. Those are the things that I've looked at in the past. So you know potentially here there's going to be some afters.
Okay. Because the game's got a history.
Yeah.
Some of the biggest names have refereed this game, and it's got
make
a
no
history.
mistake. And so he's applied an advantage, but he quickly, holding his gaze, comes back and stops it.
Yeah,
and of course, because he's got a mass confrontation,
yeah,
surrounded by players,
which is there.
Yeah.
So we've got here, this is the handbags, and I'll call it handbags. He's clearly showing, so he gets his yellow card out, so he's telling everyone, I'm going yellow. But he's
mass
still
confrontation, the process is quite quick. Any reds, issue the reds, involve your assistant referees, in case they've seen some reds that you've not seen. VAR might say, there's reds. All that process, but effectively, when you have a mass confrontation, that's a coming together of a fair number of players.
Yeah.
The minimum.
And he gets the 2 yellows.
The minimum sanction is 2 yellows.
He doesn't. He gets the minimum, so he does do
Correct.
that, which
Yeah,
so he's
fine.
absolutely spot on.
Fine.
Right, we move on the game now, and we've got initially Anthony Taylor on this one gives a foul. So gives a foul the opposite way on here. So he's actually saying that Marcosa has fouled the keeper.
I couldn't believe it. I think this was a simple decision. He's in a good position. You know, rarely can you criticise Taylor on his positioning.
Yeah.
Where I criticise Taylor, and I think he's got a fairly strong inbuilt problem in his refereeing, and that is the quality of his decision making.
Okay.
And for him to say that is not a penalty kick and that is not a red card is beyond me, because this was an assault by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, and that was the thing. So we've got that, and we've managed to steal that as far as that goes. VAR, now this is Paul Tierney.
Yes.
Who's
top class.
Absolutely going up and up and up. Now he's now overruling Anthony Taylor to say to him, look, I'm sorry, you know, this is a penalty.
Spot on.
But he then goes yellow. So the keeper goes yellow, and I know that it's been said, assault and all stuff like that, all those type of words, is the fact that on there, now you're saying it shouldn't have been a yellow.
I'm saying it's not a yellow. I don't think that the player, the goalkeeper, was actually attempting to play the ball. He was playing the man. The vision, the body language, everything said it's a penalty kick. And what was amazing was that, you know, we sometimes are critical of commentators, right? Or we're influenced by them. To a man, they all went, that's a penalty kick.
Yeah.
Gary Neville was really strong on it, and he was spot on. So I'm amazed that Anthony Taylor got that so wrong.
The other thing is on that, because I looked it back, and even though it looks that there's about 3 yards between that foot, as he makes a deliberate attempt to play the ball. Now, so I would say to that, if he's attempting to play that ball, then it's a yellow and a penalty. But the decision's Anthony Taylor's. that's a monitor job. Because he knows it's a penalty, that's easy. But Tierney, for me, is saying it's a yellow, and I'm thinking, hang on a second, this is a yellow already, and I need to go and make this decision. Why aren't we? This is the monitor. Why aren't we using the monitor?
Well, it's just beyond me.
It would help
how many months and how many weeks and how many years have I been saying it? It's an absolute weakness, because what we're doing is, Kevin Friend, good referee, in form, the VAR is making these calls. That for me is Anthony Taylor, go and take a look, and if you're going to stand by your original decision, we'll crucify you.
Yeah.
But we're crucifying him based on a decision that he's already had a look at. He's not having a second look at it.
No.
He's actually got his finger to his ear saying, you pull me out the mire.
Yeah.
And Tierney pulled him out the mire.
See, because on this one, if we go on to this one on here, now this is the red card for Son, which again, VAR, so Tierney's telling him here, you've missed a red, okay?
Yeah.
And he is quite directly behind, but he's got an angle on it. He has got an angle on it. But my initial thing on this is that when I saw it, I'd seen it on Twitter, it was coming, you know, it was one of them things, I was a bit behind. I got to see it. Now my initial thing is that there's a foul here on Son. He kicks him from behind. So to me, and where it is and the temperature of the game, we should be going yellow for the Chelsea player, free kick to Son, but then Son kicks out, so you still do the red. Why hasn't all that been picked up, or have I got it wrong?
I don't think you've got it wrong at all. I think that what we have to understand is, and this is why some weeks ago we talked about 10-minute block refereeing.
Yeah, we did.
Because what we should have done here is all of a sudden the temperature's lifted, and then there should be those signals verbally between referee and assistant saying, I'm going to clamp down here.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually impose my authority. I'm going to come in. I'm going to go safe refereeing, and I'm going to actually manage the offence. Weak refereeing here.
Yeah.
Right. Poor judgment. He allows it to continue, and of course then you've got the nonsense of Son kicking out, not in a way to destruct the player, but he's raked his foot upwards towards him, so it's red. And you've also then got a player who's absolutely rolling in agony as though he's been murdered. That part of the game we could discuss forever.
But you look at him; he looks as if to say,
look,
you know.
But I can't understand why Anthony Taylor took so wrong. I can, because I think you've got to have courage.
Yeah.
You know, and you've got to have conviction, and you sell the decision. And that decision, the right outcome, thanks again to VAR.
Yeah.
So good use of VAR, Paul Tierney, but poor officiating.
Right. Big positive for me. Right, okay, was Abraham's disallowed goal. Okay. Yeah. Abraham knew, you know, there's no doubt about that. And he is offside, and Adam Nunn's on that side. Now, Adam Nunn can see he's offside. He runs to say we're carrying on. The ball goes in the net, flag goes up.
Yeah.
So no one stopped. No, now, my question is, has Adam Nunn, because Adam Nunn I think is FIFA, so has Adam Nunn gone wrong in the sense that he's done it the right way? Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, the reality is that we know the system adopted by UEFA and other countries, MLS, is to hold the flag down, wait the outcome, then, if necessary, raise the flag, and VAR reviews. And of course, they use the pitch side monitor.
Okay, we're going to move on, but very, very quickly, there was disgusting racism, you know, especially if it's proven.
Terrible.
We had thrown objects. We had the thrown objects. We had racism. You know, it's the Premier League. The Premier League brand won't like that.
Absolutely not.
But my question is, as a referee, what do you do? So we all see the captain correctly speaking to Anthony Taylor.
Right. And on this, Anthony Taylor's, if you like, procedure was absolutely spot on. You know, as a FIFA international referee, these things are covered. So he will know the procedure. And that is, it's brought to his attention, he's listened, he's attempted to calm the captain and the player involved. Then he's rightly come to the touchline. He's got the stadium commander, right, that he can listen to through fourth and be in close proximity. So he's gone through the procedure. He's informed the two managers,
Yeah.
which also is helpful, and then he's gone back.
And we've got the tannoy.
And then you've got the tannoy. And you had the tannoy on more than one occasion.
So what's next?
Well, the next thing is to take the players off.
So that would have been the next thing.
He instigates that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he may be faced in the future of the players deciding I'm off.
Yeah.
And he then has to follow it. But in principle, if it's not had the desired effect, we cannot continue playing football when players are being racially abused.
No.
Or physically put at risk with thrown objects.
So that's the end of part one. I know we've only discussed one game, but as you can imagine, there was a lot that we had to cram into that area. So join us for part two, and we'll be going through the rest of the games. Thank you.